Corruption is enemy of development and good governance. It must be gotten rid of. Both the government and the people at large must come together to achieve this national objective. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of The Eagle. My name is Aisha Muhammad.
EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime.
On our lineup today are reports on some activities that happened within and outside the EFCC, trial updates, and a special feature on syndicates of fraudsters who parade themselves as EFCC operatives. This and more right after the break.
For me to take make my yo, Maga no need pay. Maga no need pay.
Reminiscing as I walk to my car, thinking about how we used to be. For Ekuma, I did ride Okada, and most times I did so carry. I wanted to change the way I live, but I didn't have to do those things. Now I'm rolling VIP.
Tell you truly, it ain't easy now. I feel the pressure to find something wrong to do. Then I remember you reap what you sow. Now I'm sitting staring at the screen of my computer, thinking really hard about what truly matters. What's with all this data? Just to catch a maga. He could have been my father or someone else's brother.
For me to buy correct photo, for me to take make my dough. No need for me to go cafe. I hustle hard to make my pay. No need to do Yahoo-Yahoo, to do Yahoo-Yahoo. 7 in the morning, it's a brand new day. I still swollen, still at the cafe, hustling real hard from Sunday to Sunday, hoping someday that Maga will pay. But Maga no need pay for me to live correct. They call me Mr. Capable, I got my self-respect. No need to do Yahoo-Yahoo for me to cash a check. I don't need no Maga, just work hard and now.
Tell me what a boy like me should do. Thought I heard the guys do Yahoo-Yahoo. And if I do not do it, I'm uncool. I would be a fool to the girls in school. But Maga no need pay to get a good degree. You'll have a great opportunity. Don't have to hack and attack, make you some CD cracks. We keep it original, now you know my swag.
For me to buy correct photo, for me to take make my dough. No need for me to go cafe. I hustle hard to make my pay. No need pay. No need to do Yahoo-Yahoo, to do Yahoo-Yahoo.
What's the problem, sir? Oh, there's a Laura Gates cruising in a Range, sir.
I don't know what you think we are, cause we roll on a fancy car. We making that sweet money, I call it the candy bar.
All those we got paid, where they there today? I'm straight, no deceit, my money there is see.
I don't mess with cybercrime, but I make the cypher rhyme. I get paid for my time, don't need a scam and dime.
I'm your role model, it's no second guessing whom. Once me was meant to make you change like a dressing room. I live and prove that there's dignity in labor. My boss's life imprisonment, and this is hard labor.
My father said I was a star before I ever spit a bar. He said when you travel far, don't forget who you are. Represent Nigeria, represent for Africa. Even when the things were hard, I place my future in my God. Yes, see my nation's reputation suffers much condemnation. This our situation, are we cybercrime criminals? No, we are the mineral resources of our fatherland. We must rise and take the stand. Every day heroes are born, all stereotypes are torn. Things we did to cause us harm, we off that and now we on. Hard work, positivity, truth, reliability, expose your ability, change our reality, that's word.
For me to take my door, no need for me to go cafe. I hustle hard to make my pay. No need to do Yahoo-Yahoo. That's why I tell you the truth. I don't need pay. For me to buy correct motor, for me to take my door, no need for me to go cafe. I hustle hard to make my pay. No need to do
Nigeria, listen everybody, put your bling up right now. Bling in this case means we are brilliant, we are legitimate, we are inspired, we are Nigerian, and we are great. It means that we do not have to do anything that we ought not to do to make money, y'all. We just gotta apply ourselves and work hard and be creative and innovative. Be truly Nigerian.
To ensure effective discharge of its mandate, the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering SCOMO, in conjunction with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime (UNODC) and the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria (CIBN), has commenced a 10-day training program for its staff. Thelma Eke completes the report.
The program, which was held at the EFCC Academy, Cairo, Abuja, was aimed at exposing personnel to the latest trends in the enforcement of the anti-money laundering and combating the financing of terrorism (AML-CFT) regime globally. While flagging off the training, Emmanuel Aremo, Secretary of the Commission, bemoaned the global effect of money laundering. Aremo said, "Money laundering is currently a global agenda because of its negative effect on global economic systems, and for financing of terrorism, we are all witnesses to the menace of terrorism currently plaguing Nigeria and its consequences on citizens and the economy." He added that, despite recorded success in AML-CFT regime in Nigeria, studies have shown that designated non-financial businesses and professions DNFBP's sector remains vulnerable. The nature, structure and operational procedure of these businesses and professions make them avenues for which potential and existing money launderers could use to perpetrate crimes with little or no trace. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Ambassador Abdulkadir Musa, reminded participants of the inseparable nexus of investors' confidence, reliability of payment systems, and enforceability of contracts. He said Nigeria needs to mobilize all resources to combat the menace of money laundering and terrorist financing. According to the Permanent Secretary, besides deterring investors from exploring the numerous investment opportunities in Nigeria, money laundering and terrorist financing distorts well-meaning macroeconomic policy, undermines financial stability, sterilizes the workings of the market mechanism, and curtails the benefits of democratic governance. Thelma Eke, reporting for The Eagle.
EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime.
An appeal has gone to the EFCC to help in ridding Nigerian airports of corruption. Minister of Aviation Osita Chidoka made the appeal when officers of the commission visited the FAN on a sensitization tour. Rahima Gambo tells us more.
The minister called on the EFCC to collaborate with the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, in ridding the nation's airport of low-level corruption. According to him, corruption among airports' low-cadre operators was pervasive and should be checked.
So what we've done is to go into a collaboration with EFCC to have this interactive session to educate the airport managers on the importance of systems and processes and on the importance of the integrity of that systems and process. More importantly for me is that this creates an opportunity for us to launch one of our key initiatives, which is fighting low-level corruption in Nigerian airports.
He commended the EFCC's pursuit of its preventive mandate and charged it to work more closely with FAN and other aviation agencies in enlightening workers on the need to shun corrupt practices. In his remarks, Executive Chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Lamurde, charged staff of FAN, drawn from all parts of Nigeria, to embrace the values of integrity and transparency in the discharge of their duties. According to him, the education and sensitization campaign is designed for employees of public and private institutions to encourage them to have a buy-in into the anti-graft mandate of the EFCC. Lamurde, who was represented by the Deputy Director of Public Affairs, Osita Nwaja, proposed the establishment of the Integrity Unit in FAN.
The program which we are planning out this morning is specially designed for employees of public and private institutions. The essence is to take the anti-graft campaign to the workplace and encourage workers to have a buy-in, as EFCC alone cannot fight and win the war against corruption, economic and financial crimes in Nigeria.
Several presentations were made in the course of the Enlightenment program. One of them, EFCC and its prevention activities, was presented by Head Enlightenment and Reorientation Unit of the EFCC, Aisha Lare Musa. Rahima Gambo reporting for the Eagle.
Cheers! Cheers! What is it?
Please, keep to yourself. Chivurabo, I got a telephone call.
Anytime I close my eyes,
yes,
I see dead people chasing me in my sleep.
My Jova Magadam.
Is it possible for someone to become restless just because of his past?
Nevertheless, unless you kill somebody dead, then the spirit will be haunted you. Was you all contractors?
I embezzled all the money for the roads that are now death traps, killing people every day. I approved the supplies of fake drugs on pipe-on water. I embezzled the money at the fear chief.
You are supposed to fluff your especially now that the people of EFCC are chasing people who are doing to submit other people's money. EFCC, as soon as they capture them, straight to prison. Jail. Are you? Life are not just about acquire wealth, making money. When other people are getting die of hunger and neglect. Be careful. EFCC I watch.
EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime.
And now to court matters. Justice E.S. Chukwu of the Federal High Court Abuja has granted bail to a former managing director, Nigerian Security Minting and Printing Company, NSMPC, Ehidemehe Okoyomo, on stringent conditions. Kamini Gebi tells us more.
Okoyomo is facing extradition proceedings instituted against him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation following a request by the UK government. The former mint boss is wanted in the UK over his alleged role in the bribery scandal involving officials of Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), the Nigeria Security Minting and Printing Company (NSMPC), and Securency International Pty of Australia between 2006 and 2008. At the last adjourned date, Alex Ezion, SAN, counsel to Okoyomo, had pleaded with the court to grant his client bail pending judgment. He averred that his client was entitled to bail and that if granted, he will be available for trial. Teniu Almakura, the prosecution counsel, told the court that before bail is granted, sufficient evidence must be placed before the court. Justice Chukwu granted Okoyomo bail in the sum of 500 million naira and two sureties who must be of the rank of executive director in government establishments and possess landed property within Abuja Municipal Area Council. Also, they are to swear to affidavit of means and provide evidence of tax payment for the last 3 years. The two sureties are also to deposit 2 recent passport photographs with the court registrar. The two sureties and the respondent are to deposit their international passports with the EFCC, while Okoyomo is expected to report to the Commission every Monday. Furthermore, counsel to the respondent is also to write an undertaking, while officials of the EFCC, the court registrar, and the bailiff are to verify the terms. Justice Chukwu adjourned the case to December 1st, 2014 for final ruling.
EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime.
The next story on our lineup might sound bizarre, being that the Commission has warned the general public severally to be wary of fake people that parade themselves as EFCC officials. Kamali Gaby take us through this report.
The storyline reads like one of those classics from Nollywood. The setting is the city of Akure, capital of Ondo State, which prides itself as the Sunshine State. But unlike Nollywood movies, which are essentially work of fiction, the plot in Akure is real. As diligent and hard-working citizens of the state engage in legitimate businesses to eke out a living, deadly syndicates of fraudsters are also at work. The syndicate practically opened an office for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in Akure, from where they operated. From their hideout, they dispatched fake invitation letters on forged EFCC letterheads to unsuspecting members of the public, particularly heads of government agencies and educational institutions, under the pretense that they were being investigated for fraud and other economic and financial crimes. The modus operandi of the syndicate involves sending out bulk invitation letters to many agencies via courier, claiming to have petitions alleging corruption against their would-be victim. They also left behind a telephone number with which they could be contacted. Olubumo Olalekan, who is the kingpin of the syndicate, parades himself as a principal detective superintendent of the EFCC with the name PDS Adeni, while one faceless Sunday Ibrahim was the head of operation. From the comfort of his EFCC office in Shagari Extension, Akure, Olalekan and his co-traveler dispatched over 60 letters, purportedly from the Commission, to several top officials of ministries, departments, and agencies. Among them are the Chairman Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board Ibadan, Managing Director NPDC Limited, Sapele Road, Benin City, Professor Idowu Odeyemi, Provost, Nigerian Institute of Mining and Geosciences, Jos, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Jeba Hydroelectric PLC, Niger State, Medical Director, National Obstetric Fistula Center, Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, Dr. Yela Ajayi, Provost, Federal College of Education, Okene, Kogi State. Indeed, those who fell for the scam were asked to pay money so that the purported case against them could be dropped, while those who met the terms were issued a clearance letter. Olalekan made his Waterloo when he sought to defraud a director of one of the federal agencies in Abuja who contacted the EFCC. He was encouraged to play along and consequently agreed to pay the sum of 2 million naira into an Access Bank account as demanded by the group to throw the case away. A sting operation was planned and Olalekan was arrested by men of the Department of State Security Service before he could withdraw the money. Upon his arrest, a search was conducted on his apartment and items found in his possession were fake letterhead papers of the Commission, 30 GSM SIM cards, assorted complimentary cards, a laptop computer and printer from where he churns out the fraudulent invitation letters. Now in EFCC custody, Olalekan, who claims to be a journalist, blamed the devil for his action. On why he engaged in this kind of fraud, he said he was convinced that some persons who truly have skeletons in their cupboards will be willing to play ball. Indeed, some persons did. Investigations by the Commission revealed that Olalekan obtained millions of naira from victims who were willing to pay his price to escape the ordeal of a phantom investigation. Olalekan is not the lone player in this scheme of trickery. His two accomplices, a certain Alhaji Yero and one Mr. Bago, are currently at large, even as the EFCC launches a massive manhunt to bring them to justice. Olalekan's arrest represents a major breakthrough in the efforts of the EFCC to break the ring of fraudsters that specialize in impersonating officials of the agency to dupe unsuspecting members of the public. Olalekan, who will soon have a date in court, has joined the list of persons being prosecuted by the Commission for impersonating its officials. Already, some persons including Fidelis Chesa and Bello Godwin Onimisi have been convicted and sentenced to various prison terms. It is on this note that the Commission will repeat itself again, as it has been doing, by warning members of the public to be wary of invitation letters purportedly emanating from the agency with instructions to contact any supposed official through a GSM line. No authentic EFCC invitation letter will request anybody to contact an official by telephone. Rather, you are asked to report at EFCC office to be interviewed by a designated officer. Members of the public are encouraged to report any suspicious invitation to the Commission's Department of Internal Affairs by email through dia@efccnigeria.org or call this number 09-9044-758 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. weekdays only.
Shocking how dubious people can be, all in the name of trying to make it in life when there are legal ways of doing so. This calls for vigilance by members of the public. On no account should you give money to anyone claiming to work for the EFCC. We don't ask for money or accept money from the public to do our jobs. Next is the feedback segment with Chidima Amanambo.
We start with a message of Kingpin, who tweeted via @DavidHunter68 saying, "How can one report suspected visa fraudsters?" Thanks for the tweet, Kingpin. Fraudsters, whether visa or internet, once you have your information and supporting documents, you can forward them to us via our email info@efccnigeria.org or our Facebook platform. You can also send us mail via courier addressed to the Executive Chairman and deliver same at any of our offices in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Gombe, Kano, and 5 Famela Street, Wusetu, Abuja. David Te Adza wrote via Facebook saying, "The Commission is waxing stronger and better. Kudos." Thanks for this commendation. We promise not to rest on our oars. Again, thank you for identifying with us. That's all we have for you this week on the feedback segment. Thanks for your contributions. To be part of the segment, please visit us on facebook.com/official EFCC or follow us on Twitter @official EFCC. You can also watch our programs and other activities on youtube.com/official EFCC. You can call or send a text to the following numbers: 0809 3322 644 and 0818 3322 644. To report any misconduct by staff of the Commission, please log on to dia@efccnigeria.org or call this number 09-9044-758 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. weekdays only.
Thanks for all your comments, suggestions and inquiries. We hope you keep them pouring in. Please do so by searching for us on Google Plus @official EFCC or officialefccng@gmail.com. You can also join us on facebook.com/official EFCC or follow us on Twitter @official EFCC. You can also watch our programs and other activities on youtube.com/official EFCC. Thanks for watching. Be patriotic citizens. Goodbye and God bless Nigeria.